We're good. We're live. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable here in the Gumdolph Kingdom. My name is Wild Paparazzi, joined always by our gracious host, Gumdolph the Grey. What is up, Vinny?
Much, man. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Very exciting times ahead of us. We've had times behind us, times ahead of us. Looking forward to our discussion tonight, talking about our trip to Combo Breaker. So before we get into it, I'm going to introduce our other guest here tonight. We're going to have a couple more kind of filtering in here. But one of our guests that actually came with us to Combo Breaker, we have none other than Sovereign. What's going on, Jack?
Nothing much. Still riding the high of last weekend.
It was a wonderful time. A first major for some of us, but you've been to a couple. Vinny, I know you've been to a couple, so we're going to have some good discussion tonight. Before we get into that discussion, though, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Of course, we have Junk Food Custom Arcades. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to do so. Junk Food Custom Arcades has all sorts of hitboxes, snack boxes, arcade sticks, fighting game peripherals, things of that nature. So if you're looking to step a game up in your favorite fighting game, check out Junk Food Custom Arcades. Of course, we got to shout out the shop, Microgame Play and Trade. You know, Vinny yourself, and of course the owner, Chris. Microgame Play and Trade located in Liverpool, New York. So if you're looking to pick up some retro games, some new games, or talk to some cool people, check out Microgame Play and Trade. And of course, we have to shout out the folks that run our FGC out here in Syracuse. The partnership has been formed between the Attack from All Sides group and Syracuse Sucker Punch. So of course we have Kangaskhan, the headmaster of the Attack from All Sides group, joining forces with DJ Silence, aka Kenyon, the FGC Godfather, and Syracuse Sucker Punch, putting on all sorts of fighting game related events. We've got monthlies, we've got community events, we've got, of course, a big game coming out at midnight tonight that we're going to be playing a lot of all weekend, Street Fighter 6. So, if you're looking to get into the Syracuse FGC, Attack from All Sides and Syracuse Sucker Punch have you covered. So just be sure to check those guys out. All right, Vinny. There's the intro. Let's get into the discussion.
So, as y'all see on the screen, Kangas, Mordred, and Honan will be making their way in here shortly. Honan said give him like 10 minutes. I know Mordred went to get a burrito and Khan's on his way, so.
Oh,
We'll start.
There he is. Han's here.
Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy?
and off he appears.
How you guys
Speak
doing?
his name and thou shalt
Doing
be
good, brother. How are
appeared.
you?
Pretty good. I was waiting to get done with your ad read before I jumped in here.
Oh, man, you are the man. Replay.
I try.
So, we got a few guys in here. So, Jack and I have been to our fair share of majors. I know he's been to a few. I've been to quite a few. So, the first question I want to ask, and I'll ask Kangas when he comes in as well. Rick, Honan, I know this was your first major. Did you have fun?
Dude, I
Yeah.
had an absolute blast. Definitely exceeded all my expectations. The reason why I wanted to go to Combo Breaker is like this is the big one for KI. And being a KI player and a big fan of that game, I thought this would be a great one to go, and it was within reasonable distance. And man, it was a blast. I mean, of course, going with you guys was I think made it that much better. Just being able to experience everything. Super fun. Super fun.
Good to hear.
I also had a blast. It was a great time. Definitely exceeded expectations. I've been wanting to go to one for a while, even just like as a spectator of it all. So to go there and actually like play and do it was pretty big. It was awesome.
So, what's up, B-Man? What's up, House? So, Jack, how did you enjoy a combo breaker? I know it wasn't your first time going to the good old combo breaker.
I don't know what else to be said. I definitely had a lot more fun than last year. That's for damn sure.
Except for when I
Not my
saw
first
you.
combo
Except for
breaker.
when I saw you flip your glasses off your face. That was pretty
Oh
funny.
yeah, my smoke cosplay. That
I'm
was
not
pretty
gonna
funny, yeah.
laugh, dude.
Yeah, I need to get my glasses adjusted at some point. But I'm also thinking about like getting contacts, especially for cosplaying.
Fair
because
enough.
many of the upcoming cosplays I want to do will kind of get fucked over by glasses. So I definitely gotta get some contacts.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think the one thing for me is like you enter this event where there's 2,000-3,000 people all coming together, all with the same common interest of enjoying fighting games, and I've never been to something like that of that scale, and that was really really cool, and it was just like a like a big party, man, and being so close to the venue and in the hotel, and then I know a couple guys stayed in the actual venue at the hotel there, and just meeting all sorts of people, man. It was just kind of surreal with everything. Super fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I already told my wife
Yeah.
I'm going back next year.
fair. So, let's talk about what everybody entered here. What you guys play? Let the folks at home know what you played. What'd you enter? How'd you do? Did you have a blast?
Jack
Did
can
you
go
meet-
first.
You meet any of your like inspirations for the games that you guys play?
I can go first.
You can go first.
Jack can go first.
Why me?
Because
Fine.
Um,
If you don't want to go
You're
first,
the
I'll go
young man
first.
No,
here.
no.
It's all you.
Why you
they
gotta
were
question
being
everything?
they were being gentlemen.
All right, all right. I mean, I want to be gentleman too, but okay. I entered the Chicago Mystery Tournament, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which are all quite standard for me. Besides the Chicago Mystery Tournament, it was my first time doing that.
How was it?
It was definitely a mystery tournament.
What'd you end up playing?
My round one was like this weird Japanese SNES fighting game that reminded me a lot of like Guilty Gear. So I just like I counterpicked my opponent game two with a character that had like a fucking scythe and then just spammed it and won. Then my next round was like this other Japanese only SNES game, but it had a NES fighting game included in it. And it was close, but I couldn't clutch it out. Because I don't know how to do motion inputs on a SNES D-pad.
Fair.
So I gotta learn how to do that. Because I'm a stick player instead of a pad player. Then it was some Japanese only puzzle game called Magical Drop.
Yeah, Magical
Two.
Drop's so good.
And I played my ass off and won. And then I played this Japanese only Gundam game for the SNES, and of course my fucking opponent knew how to play it. So I got
By
mollywopped.
the way,
Huh?
that game's sweet. By the way, the Gundam game on SNES.
There's like multiple though,
Mm.
from what I hear.
This was the Japan only release one, if I remember correctly. At least that's what I played.
So I want to end up going 2-2. I was a little sad, but I was also running out like 2 hours of sleep, so obviously Grand Blue was still my priority, so I didn't like take it too hard.
You did good. You got what, 17th?
Yeah, I have 200 in Grand Blue. I'm very happy about it. We're not talking about Smash. I kind of did a doo-doo in Smash.
Fair. Fair enough.
Man, what's up, Kangaskhan? I saw you joined.
Is he there? Is he alive?
Hello.
There he is.
There he is.
My son's being an
Hello.
asshole.
Kids, man, kids.
You know how they joked about running Street Fighter 6 on a PS4 and like the house exploding and everything?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That actually might be true. Because this PlayStation 5 is so hot right now.
Really? Oh,
Oh yeah. Like I brought it downstairs and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" What?
Yeah, game's making it run hot.
Yeah.
So let's revert back to the first question. Son, I believe this was your first major as well, correct?
It was.
Did you have fun?
No, I hated it.
Oh my god. This fucking
Ah,
guy.
you could have
Yeah.
fooled me.
This fucking guy.
Could have fooled me.
Nah.
Nah, dude, it was sick.
As he's running around, getting photos with everybody, meeting people,
Listen,
TOing it up.
well, I didn't do any TOing. I did have to run and get Daniel a face mask once.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Or TOing.
fucking, I was so tired. I like actually ran, and I was like, oh god, I'm dying.
Hell says, and he appreciates you.
Oh, hi, Helst.
So back to Jack answered the next question. So the next question is, let's talk about what games you entered, how much fun you had, where you placed, did you meet your idols, etc. Who wants to go next?
Me.
All right.
I played Tekken and I played DNF. So Tekken, let's see. So in my pool, I did pretty well. I went 3-2. I was one game off of winners finals of the pool, which was very cool. Which would have, yeah. If I won that, I would have had to play Grilanda, who's the Italian cat player. I look up to him a little bit because cat dads, and also I think that would have been on stream, which is the only like disappointment. Like I'm only disappointed about like that one. Well, two things. The one of the things being that would have been cool to be on stream with like the AFAS jersey I was wearing. That would have been neat. But other than that, yeah, 3-2. I think I did pretty well, seeing as I didn't really practice like that. I probably practiced more for DNF than I did Tekken, and just sort of
Really?
like, yeah, and sort of just like off of that. Well, because DNF, I had to like actually learn like the new bread and butter for Vanguard because I hadn't played in a while. So I actually practiced that, and Tekken I went in like mostly raw, really, after fucking getting beat up by Toby all night before. And yeah, I think it went pretty well. I also, my second game of that pool, I had to play the Philly TO, Astronomical. Let's go, Iron Fist Philly. And I didn't even know, like I didn't know at all. I sat down, I'm playing, and throughout the set, I'm hearing like some people like talk, like cheer on their boy, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, he's got some boys with him, that's fine. And then I get up and there's like mad fucking people behind us after we're done. And I was like, what the fuck? And I walk over to House because House is sitting there going, that's my TO, that's my TO. And I was like, what's happening? And he's like, so what's the Syracuse Philly 5v5? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's the Philly TO. You just beat the Philly TO. And I was like, oh shit. And I ended up chatting with him later. Yeah, talked shop for a little bit. It was very fun. He wasn't like
That's good.
mad about it or anything like that. And yeah, then so that was my Tekken, and then my other pool was DNF, and I got absolutely bodied by a Berserker because Berserker. And then afterwards, I had to play a Ranger who just like was like at range 1,000,000 and just did like what was it probably like 5B 2B or something, like just the high low gunshot over and over again, and I'm desperately trying to approach. I'm like, please let me get in here. And yeah, but when I woke up for DNF that day, because it was the next day that I had DNF pool, I was lying on the couch and I considered just like not going. I was lying there like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I'm so drained, I might not even do that.
Man.
Yeah, but that was the question, right? Oh, the idols part. I met Nee. That shit was sick. So Nee is my favorite Tekken player, because he's the GOAT. And he's with Chanel, who I also highly enjoy. And I got a picture with both of them, which is really cool. I also ended up getting pictures with Arslan Ash, and then Arslan Ash stole my chair, and then I got a picture with him. Yeah, I'm
you
sitting
just freaking
there.
popped the squad right next to me.
Yeah, I'm sitting
I
there.
like look over and I was like, "Hey, is this a Tekken player? Right? This guy's a big guy, right?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's Arslan Ash." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Sounds good." And then like I'm sitting there and I'm like, Fucking, I'll ask his opinion on this match. So I start talking to him.
Yeah,
He
But-
didn't say much.
yeah. He's a very to my understanding, kind of like a more quiet guy. You know what I mean? Like he's not
Yeah.
he's not just crazy talkative with people, sort of thing. But it was funny because I had my foot up on that chair, and he came over and sat down, and I was like, "Guess I'll put my foot down." Arson
Stealing
took my
chairs.
footrest. I got a picture with him. And then I also did end up getting a picture with Gerlanda, and I got a picture with Harada with Helst, which was very cool. I think
Yeah,
those were
that
the
photo is
pictures I
actually
got.
badass, by the way. Do we have that
Yeah.
photo? Can we show that photo?
I don't have it because I can't find it. So if you want to send it to me,
Boo.
listen, asshole.
Ooh,
I
it's a
didn't take the
badass
picture.
photo.
You know, I do have the
Harada
photo.
just looks ready
I
for
have the
everything
the
at
other
all
photo
times.
of Harada though.
What the fuck, Vinny?
Fuck you. When'd you get here?
He's been here.
10 minutes ago.
What an asshole.
I know,
True.
right?
So
Fuck that
true.
guy.
I do have pictures though. We'll talk about pictures after we talk about the rest of this stuff because
Uh,
there's some interesting ones. Like
Where did I-
Harada in the restaurant.
Oh, I can't believe y'all took that picture.
When you
Hey, I
sniped
was
a picture of
I
him,
was
Vinny,
challenged.
That was you.
I was challenged to do it.
That man was sitting there just eating.
He wasn't even- he got our food before he
Mine his own
Yeah,
fucking.
they ordered their shit way before we did, and they didn't get anything until way after we got our stuff.
Dude, I'd be pissed. I'd be like these fucking
we actually
Syracuse
ordered before they
players.
did.
Really? I thought they already.
Yeah,
did.
because I remember after we ordered, that's when I saw someone taking their order, and I was like, "Wow, really?" Where would I find my pictures? I'd probably have to go to my Twitter. About to scroll my Twitter real quick.
did the media tab.
So, Brett, what about you?
That's too busy gaming on Blizz.
Yeah, he's
Sorry, Blaze Blue in there.
Blaze blue. You blew in the blaze.
I'm attempting to. So I entered KI and Tekken and MVP2. Note for next year, I don't think I would do more than 2, just because it felt very packed.
Smart man.
I went 0-2 in Tekken, which
Yeah, but you
I
made
wasn't even.
you made that
Yeah, I
one dude
made-
sweat. It was hilarious.
Yeah, my first guy, he was sweating hardcore. It was hilarious. I don't think, which the second guy told me he hadn't played a bear in 6 months, which I'm sure the first guy was the same way. So it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, when you run into a bear, you're sitting there like, I know I'm supposed to win the shit out of this, but I don't know how exactly, and all my boys are gonna laugh at me.
That would have been hilarious, not gonna lie. But what KI went 1-2, and NBC I went 1-2 as well.
Yeah, can
So-
you? Who was your first opponent in KI?
What?
You remember his name?
The fucking Seaman Man.
Yeah, his name. Listen, his name was spelled SEMENCHUK. How would you guys pronounce that?
Seaman Cook.
Yeah, Semenchuk, right?
Yes. Chuck,
No,
yeah,
this
yeah,
motherfucker
yeah,
walked
yeah.
up and was like, "Yeah, I'm Semenchuk."
Yeah, I
You're-
was like, no,
you're not. No, you're
that
not.
is Semenchuk. Shut up. Yeah, yeah, for sure that was his name, and he tried to write off like, yeah. I was like, no. Yes, that was hilarious. And then kind of like, I think he's a pretty big retro guy, and he played MEC3. I went against Mothman for MEC2 in my first match,
Nice.
which was that was rough. I found out why people hate Blackheart.
Yep.
So yeah, but I was happy not to go 0-2 and everything. That was kind of the goal. And again, like I said, even in Tekken, I wasn't even upset because made the guy sweat. And my second match, both games were 2-3, so I was pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Me
the
knowing.
same way because like my whole goal was just not 2-0 or 0-2. That was it. That was my entire goal.
Yeah.
So after winning my first game, I felt like, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. Whatever happens, happens. And then I almost make it into winners finals. And then I make it 3-2. And I was like, okay, cool. This was like way better than I thought it would go. So even though my losses were not like kind of bad. At least the first one. The second one was kind of like that could have gone better, I think. But the first one was kind of bad. And but yeah, I just not being 0-2 was good.
Yeah, we joke around. Hope you don't meet Owen. Who's Owen? Owen 2.
I get it.
Get out.
I drew. So it was funny. This is going way back. When I was playing Mortal Kombat 11, I drove 4 of us to Buffalo to play, and I made the joke. I was like, all right, if anybody meets Owen this weekend or meets Owen this tournament, you're walking back. And I was the only one that met Owen. But since I was driving, I got the pass. So completely blew up my face.
I was happy I didn't. I haven't touched Strive in a year, and I went 1 and 2. I was so ecstatic.
Play May, bro.
Yep, Benny, you got on stream.
I did. I was ecstatic, man. I couldn't remember a single. I hit Lee with 6H, and I was like, I don't know what to do now.
I saw that. I was like,
oh
oh, he
shit.
got him, and then you could proceed to do like nothing.
I was like,
and I was
oh
like,
shit,
oh,
it
okay.
worked. Uh-oh, what do? I don't remember anything about this game.
I forgot.
The answer is probably Dolphin. You
Probably, yeah, but I was just like, I can't believe I hit him. I was happy.
Bro was flabbergasted.
I was like, holy shit. It
Oh
worked.
yeah.
But
I might go 2 in my games later. Damn.
Yeah, that's
I didn't-
not going 0-2.
I didn't do so hot in Smash, but I did make some Steve player subtweet me. That was pretty funny.
Imagine.
Even though that matchup's like 7 free for Steve Mario. It's not that bad, but like it feels that bad when you're playing against Steve.
You didn't even need to continue that sentence. You could have just ended it at Steve.
yeah.
You're right, Steve.
Rick, what about you? I know you talked a little bit about it already, but
Yeah, I only entered KI. I didn't really have any interest in playing anything else. Really, my main goal for the weekend was just to meet a lot of cool people and play a ton of KI, which I did. I played a lot. It seems like anytime I had a chance to play casuals, that's where I was at. It was really cool because like as soon as I got there, I sat down and started playing against a Riptor player, and I asked the guy the name, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Ferris Rock or whatever." I'm like, "Oh shit." I recognize that name from a lot of the online tournaments and the KI Discord and whatnot. So it was really cool, and it just kept happening all weekend. Where I would introduce myself, I'd hear the name, and be like, "Oh man, they're from the Discord. They're from the Discord," and like I've seen you guys play, and I've played with you guys. So it was very cool to like meet people like face to face. My tournament, I ended up going 2-2. The first guy I played, didn't really know what he was doing, so but we take those. I beat him 3-0, and then I got to play Thrash Heavy, which is a very, very good Eagle player. And I didn't do too bad. He still beat me pretty good, but I didn't do too bad. I was able to do a lot of cool stuff and was able to break a lot of his shenanigans and whatnot. And then there was a guy, you guys were watching it, I think his name was Ogre or something like that.
yeah.
He beat me like the first 2 games with his Asako, and then I ran it back. He was like getting frustrated, and I was feeling pretty good about it. And then we ran it to the last, like the last little tiny sliver of life on both our life bars, and he just got the better trade. Got the better thing out of it. So I got knocked out there, but it didn't matter. I was actually very happy with my performance and how I played, and I knew I was going to be playing a lot more KI, but I didn't play until like 7 o'clock on Friday, like 7 o'clock at night.
That's
So
right.
yeah, it was like waiting around all day. Obviously got to watch, you know, a lot of like good sets and play a lot of good sets. But I like after that, I was I was kind of like, oh man, all right. Well, now that I'm out, let's go get some food because I'm starving at that point. Um, but yeah, man, you know, I got to meet you know, Nikki, who's like one of the big guys in KI. He was actually in my pool. So everybody was like trying to get games with him and whatnot. But I got to talk to him for a little bit, and super nice guy. You know, and like I said, a lot of the players that I played against were folks that I've recognized from the Discord, and you know, a couple of the ones that I got sets with made it into top 24, and you know, I learned a lot of good TJ tech, which was cool from this one player who mains TJ. He was in top 24. So it was a really awesome experience, and it was kind of like it like to me it's like kind of wild because you're just like walking around like looking at things, and all of a sudden, boom, Sonic Fox walking by. Like Honor and I met Sonic Fox. You know, like he's just walking by, and then like Idom's just strolling around doing his thing. You know, it's like you see these big like FGC like tournament players that you've watched on stream, you've watched in top eights and whatnot, and they're just kind of wandering around. You know, and that was really cool to meet a lot of those folks. I will say though, I loved watching the KI top 24 into top 8. It was super hype watching all that. But man, Tekken was hype, man. Dude, that was an experience, and it's like you see that on stream all the time. And you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty hype. But being in the crowd this time,
Oh yeah.
oof,
When that reset hit, that room exploded.
oh
Like,
man,
it was ridiculous. I know all if you look at it like on stream, right? It's like, okay, so you know, Arslan's just backdashing away, and you know, fucking knee keeps getting in, doing was it down forward threes, whatever the fuck. I hate that move. He's just like he would just run in and just do that and do that and do that. Just three. He did it 3 times in a row, right? And the crowd absolutely lost their fucking mind. Like, but if you were to just like watch it, sort of like on stream, not really like being there, I could see like not like being like the hypest about it, but us in the crowd that you know watch the whole set, watch the whole tournament, you know, and it
Yeah.
got to that point where it's like, oh god, you know, Arslan's about to take it home, he's about to take it home, and me like gets in and kind of, you know, gets like this like cheeky sort of like boom 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 and like gets the reset. Fucking everyone popped the fuck off. That place was so loud and so ridiculous that like it was awesome. It was so like hard to sort of explain.
yeah. Who? So what was it? Book and who was the Italian player?
That was Daniel Mato, I think. Daniel something.
Yeah, it was Daniel Motto or whatever his name was. Man, when it was down to like that last round and he
Daniel
got
Motto.
hit with 3 low parries.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yo.
Book was
yeah.
like, actually, fuck yourself.
Yeah. That was
That
hilarious.
shit was so fucking good. And like, Book, like, he was like, no, I'm not having your shit, bro. Fuck, get out of here. Get out of here. I see your gameplay. Get out of here.
For the folks that didn't see it, Book was down like 98% life deficit. Like he had like no life left.
Nothing.
And Daniel Motto had almost a full life bar, and he was able to like hit him with 3 low parry combos. And like on that third one, you're like, no way is he gonna go for another low. No way. Like he's already been hit twice. No way he does it. And then he does it, and Book parries it, and ends up taking the round to win the set. I was like, no fucking way. I actually got it on video. That it was on there, man. It was crazy. And then we were like way off to the side because like the crowd was so like every seat was filled in that place, so we were like way off to the right. We were pretty much watching like Virtual Fighter when it was like finishing up, and Sam show. So we were way to the right. So Daniel Motto like came over, and all his boys were like coming over to cover him, but he was big mad. He was mad. I was like, man. And then finally he like lightened up, but I can only imagine getting freaking lit up like that and then losing a big set. So
Yeah. And then that also the hardest I popped off was definitely for Joey Joey Fury beating Gangastan. Like it was so it was still in top whatevers, and Gangastan, it was last game of the last it was last round of the last game, and Gangastan had a huge lead, massive lead. They're both the homies, but like, I'm always rooting for Joey. Joey's the upstate boy. You can't not root for Joey. And Gangastan got a very large life lead with Cat, and I was like, oh fuck. And fucking Joey hit him with the 10 string. Joey hit him with the 10 string, and then just like Gangastan just like fell apart from there. Like Joey got this like huge, like, I don't know if it was like a mental advantage, because that Joey just fucking like went off on him, and it came down to like the slow-mo. So Cat's coming in with Harrier down forward 3, which is like the new season 4 move. And Joey goes to Dick Jab, or down 2. And it gets crushed by the Cat Harrier down forward 3. And I was like, oh fuck. But then like Joey survived it, and then he immediately mashed low parry, and fucking so right after coming out of the slow-mo, it's just low parry, and fucking Joey ended up like winning, and I fucking shot up into the air. My hat came flying off my head. Like, I almost lost that hat. It was fucking so awesome. But there was moments like that when you see it from home on stream, it's always like, yeah, cool. But when you're there, it is
It's hype as
something
fuck, yeah.
completely different.
Yeah. Mordred, we didn't get a chance to get to you though. What was how'd you do in tournament? How was your experience? Like, what was your weekend like?
So I entered Melton's BBCF. I almost said Strive. I definitely did not enter that game.
Based.
I played Melty first. I was feeling pretty good going into it, just based off how I've been doing. So I made it out of pools. What was it? I don't think I ran into anybody I was too worried about in pools. There was one guy, and it was the one who took me out, Kikoho, who also might have given me fucking COVID, but yeah. So
Let's hope not.
yeah.
I
What do you mean by that?
really hope not.
What do you mean by that?
Because I was around him a little bit in around Lumina, and he just at the whole Discord, because like he's like co-owner of the fucking Melty Discord. He's like, hey, yeah, I tested positive, so I'll get tested. But yeah. Oh no, I ran into so I played Raikir. I played Raikir Thursday when we got there at night as well, which was the first time I had played him in Melty. And he also plays a rare character at the moment, which is Mash. So I did a lot better on that match than I thought I was going to. I think if I knew Mash a little better, I could have won it. I was mad because I don't know, like, I guess it's a little hard to explain, but there was a point in that first match where I had almost won, and you see me go for 2-2-As. That is an OS for heat. If they heat and you're doing that match, then you get shield. I did it, but the shield didn't come out, and I ended up losing that round. So that kind of sucked. And then I lost 2-0 to him. But I still played pretty well, I think. But yeah, other than that, like, the match with Kikoho on stream was a blow up. I think I was just done by then.
You got murdered.
I was pretty much just running into everything. I think because I didn't expect top 48 to be an hour from when pools ended. So there was that on top of like the day just being long because it's Friday, and Friday is probably like the longest day in your major, I would say. I'd say generally it's probably Friday feels the longest. I don't know, it might just be me though. But
Friday did feel pretty long though. I mean, like Saturday morning we got there pretty early, but it just I think
I think because Saturday you're a little more used to everything. And also, you
Yeah.
probably played like your main pools in Friday, or if that like, I don't know. But either way, yeah, I think I just ran out of gas by then. And what was it? I had Blaze Blue Saturday. Um, Blaze Blue. I ran.
Morgan
so
watching? Is Morgan watching?
I hope not. So I won my first game, and then I ran into the arm, which the arm, for people that don't know, is like it's a pretty old anime player. I mostly know him because he's like one of the few Ram players in Exerd. But he's pretty good overall. He plays Rachel in Blaze Blue. So I got fucking mopped. Like he ran me over. Which like I expected. I also had Wukash, who is known for Anji and Plus R, but he is also really, really good at Amane and Blaze Blue. But I didn't see him, and I had the person who ended up winning the whole tournament, Bananakin, in my pool. I got lucky because once I got sent to losers, I did not see any of them. But I think I was mentally done as well going into Blaze Blue, because part of like the pool being really stacked, and then also just like being tired in general because of my lobby shenanigans. I don't know. I was just like mentally shot, I think, and I went, I think 3-2, and I lost to a Sabaki, and it was somebody from Buffalo too, so there was also that.
Yeah.
But and if I had won that, I won one more, and I was out of pools in Blaze Blue too, which it was very possible, but like I just was not blocking an overhead, and playing a little impatient. So it was, but yeah, other than that, that was like the bulk of it. Blaze Blue
Yeah.
top 8 was really hyped too, because
Mhm.
I don't know, like if anybody has watched any Blaze Blue in the past like year, it's been dominated by this dude named Monarch, and Monarch is like, he's known for having really insane defense. But Bananakin came to his first major probably since BBCP came out, because he stopped. I think he just stopped playing fighting games really, and like was dealing with school or something since then. So it's probably his first major in like maybe 6-7 years. And he plays Kokonoe, and he is like the Kokonoe. He has super fucked up mix-ups. And so it was literally watching like the unstoppable force versus like the immovable object. It would take like 10 fucking mix-ups back to back, really rapid fire, just for Monarch to be opened up once. And that was probably my favorite top 8 the whole weekend, I think. Yeah, because Melty was like, okay. Yeah.
Else Mordred is 0-1 in the
I
pancake
was
mix
about
up.
to ask what is this? What is this pancake?
We got pancakes, was it Friday morning?
I think,
And,
I
like,
think so, yeah.
And they were just like, you know when you go to like a breakfast place that's trying to be bougie, and you get pancakes, and it's like a fucking, like, they bring you out the diabetes.
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those.
Bro,
And
I
like,
was not ready for those pancakes. They were fucking massive. They were good, but I couldn't even finish like half of them.
yeah,
I'm like,
like
What kind of pancakes were they?
It was
They were
like small.
Oreo s'mores.
Yeah.
Do you got Oreo
Oreo
s'mores?
s'mores.
Oreo s'more pancakes, or
First of all,
s'moreos.
sounds fucking
Uh,
amazing.
It was
You got the
good.
you got the s'moreos pancakes, and then he's also like, I'll have an egg too. She's like, 1 egg or 2, and Mordred's like, 2, and I was like, brave, and then he got like the mint mocha iced coffee that had like whipped cream and shit on it, and like I could tell when that stuff came out, Mordred immediately was like, oh no.
That sounds like
I still don't
Immediate
regret it
boom,
because those eggs fucking slapped. I fucking destroyed those. I do not regret those eggs at all. The pancakes, maybe a little bit, but they were still good, and they were still good reheated. So I still don't.
Did you end up reheating him?
Yeah, I reheated it in the.
I thought you just ate him cold. Wait, what you reheated on?
the top.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was fine. I was. A
Yeah,
little
you say that.
It was fun. I didn't ingest plastic. Probably it's fun. Fine.
All right.
That's
It's
All right, next
it's a
next
good
thing.
story. So I have amassed a collection of pictures, from people that sent them to me and from the memories section. And there's
You
the
know,
boys. The
Twitter.
first one is the boys. Mine is
The
Ian because
boys.
Ian was, I think, off with his girlfriend or something, or whatever. Wherever Ian was.
Ian, so
I didn't
besides,
see Ian all
was
weekend.
there. I saw him in the beginning. I saw him once in the beginning before everything started, and he was there with his girl. I forget the relationship exactly, like what level it's at, but yeah. But by the time the picture happened, like this is us going to dinner, and Rick really wanted to go to dinner, as far as I can tell. so I
Fucking
just
hungry. This was after I lost.
you were so like let's go, like not even like really wanting to stop to take the picture. It felt,
So I
and
was trying to get the boys there. I was
and
trying to get the boys to dinner.
yeah, so there was no time to summon Ian, unfortunately. But hey, this picture is better than no picture, which is like the
Exactly.
Syracuse normal,
a fucking dongle.
Plus dongle.
behind Rick.
Yeah,
Dongo.
why is Dongo creeping over my shoulder like that?
because he's like not quote unquote Syracuse, but he's
Fine,
yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That is great. That fits in so well.
Dongo be dongling.
And I found this one. I believe this. You guys said you had like a Strive first to one bracket or something.
Oh, is this one of the ones I sent you? Yeah, so this was our Strive. I'm about to send you another picture
Okay.
to go with this. This is our Strive, our room 358 Strive first to one single limb bracket.
No button checks.
No button checks. Just
Yeah,
do it
I'm
raw.
pretty sure I was walking home high while this was going on.
Yeah, this was
You did the
after.
weed?
Yes,
Jack, you did
yes,
the weed?
yes.
And yeah, so there was what, like about 10 or so of us in there doing this, or yeah, it was really fun. The best part about that, I don't know if you got my follow-up picture. It's the one that really makes no sense, I imagine.
Which one? I'm trying to think. I'll just move to the next one. I don't think it's. Is it this one? Or I think that's
hold on.
House Tyler.
No. It's one I sent you.
Okay, I have to. I'm still adding them in, so give me a minute.
Okay,
It's a
it's
lot.
the picture.
Go hard.
It's the picture of it's something on a counter.
Oh, okay. All right, hang on. So I found it. Hang on, I will load it in. What the fuck? Man? I don't even want to know.
Oh, you do want to know because we're gonna go over it. The pre-pancake disaster.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This was us waiting for pancakes. It's not like a bad thing. It's just like, unless it's not the picture I'm thinking of, you're about to show us something fucked up. Nope, that is.
No,
that's not fucked
it
up, I would say.
reset because I was adding them in.
Oh, okay. But
Is it this one?
is it a thing on account?
The
Yes. So
salami?
this was for first place of the through the Strive room, the 358 Strive first to one single elimination bracket. Now, by far, the best game of that whole set was the fact that fucking Tyler somehow bounded down to like L1. So they're playing through and he's like, wait, I can't duck. And like, we're like, Greg, go low. And Greg just like refused to go low for some reason and fucking lost. We were like, Greg, what the fuck?
Hip low Rekka was actually unblockable and he still lost.
Yes. We ended up winning that. I think Donko did because he actually plays Strive. So he took home the meat. And then the
meats.
second, yeah, the meats. And then the second game we played was a single elimination first to one round Sam show.
Oh wow.
And I got fucked because I thought the supers like were unblockable. so I jumped, and then as I landed, Tyler hit me with it, and I was like, motherfucker. I think Toby ended up winning that with Warden with the very difficult strategy of walk up and heavy heavy. Which was my strategy as well, but I died, so
So then, what's the one with everyone outside? Just chilling.
yeah, that was just us going to
Chilling?
breakfast. That's us. That's Tyler, Toby, Tyler, Helst, Mordred. I took the picture, so it was just us heading out for breakfast, and I just took like a fire picture. So
All right. So this is one of my personal favorites. I should zoom in. I believe this is the one. No, this is the K. One of you guys sent me a KI bracket.
Yeah, this was I think KI top 8. I think it
Top
was
8?
the start
This is-
top 8.
yeah, this is just KI top 8.
Also,
So
in
I-
the
Yep.
KI top 8,
Yeah,
I just
Nikki-
want to add in real quick that one person who was disabled, they were fucking moving on rag.
Oh,
Wheels?
dude, that's fucking Wheels, dude. Wheels
Yeah,
is wild.
They were going crazy.
Yeah, Wheels is wild, dude. There's a bunch of like old online footage of Wheels from top 8s and things like that. He is a wild player. Look at there's Vinny on stream.
Yeah, that was the moment I unplugged the stick and was like, I can't believe I hit him with the 6H. And then had a brain die and went, you know what? I should
All
have
right,
just
I'll be right back, guys.
should have played Clunko more. Goddamn Milia players.
Yeah, I was watching like Ryan Schmitz.
I was like, I don't know what to do anymore, so I'm just gonna press buttons. And we got the picture with Sajam and Rick. Who is that? Is that
Oh, Charbach.
yeah, Charbot.
Yeah, it's Charbach. He's a like KI player. Yeah.
Oh, you sent me that one too.
Yep.
They
Uh,
commentated KI.
Yeah, Stay Gym commentator KI.
I got Brett in the Star Wars machine. I got him to play it. He barely fit in it. It was hilarious.
Hey, if it was bigger, I would have played longer.
Bro, I haven't
but
seen one of
yeah,
those
you're
since I was a
pretty
kid.
cramped.
Jack's telling someone to wait. Got Rick on the MK3. I met Chun
Conan
Li.
fucking gaming. Yeah, we saw that picture.
Yeah, everybody saw that picture. I was so fucking happy. Then the May. I had to get the May.
There's like multiple Mays, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Look at
the
that, look at that
was
goofy
playing
guy.
chess.
Look at
yeah, shout out to the late night transgender May piano recital.
What?
There was every time I walked by the piano and someone was playing it, it was transgender May. Like every time, and then at one point they like duplicated, and there was two of them.
It was two of them playing chess.
I remember that. We walked right by that. That was hilarious. May players thinking that doesn't happen too much. I know I'm one.
Mm.
They got Saul Good Guy.
It's all good,
Yo,
guy.
that's me. That's me.
Saul Good Guy.
What's that sexy
And
man?
then
That is not what time.
they actually tried God of Rock out, and they won't admit if they had fun or not, but they had fun.
No,
know
I had
they did.
fun. I had fun.
Game is fun.
I came
don't-
in initially at that game like this game doesn't seem for me. Even though like I love fighting games, I love Roman games, but like after actually playing, I'm like, damn, this game's a lot of fun.
It was a blast. Then we had the little Honan got challenged by the dude at the MSI booth in Tekken.
Give him the bear.
It was
Give him the
hilarious.
bear. Did you win?
No,
Oh, boo!
Yeah, I know. I tried.
you did.
tried.
You made him jump out of his chair once. That was pretty funny. He like hopped up out of his chair, like what the fuck?
Beautiful call.
Oh, I missed that.
He was like stunned. I don't know what you hit. I don't know what you hit him with, but he was like, "Oh, okay." Fucking bear. There's the Harada picture.
Badass picture.
Badass picture with the lovely Weekender can with the goofy.
Oh no,
faces
this is
on
not this is not the one I was thinking of. I'm thinking of the one we need Kangaskhan in it.
it. We're not there yet. Brett sent me this was the other side of the venue with like Marvel 2 and Third Strike and all that stuff. It's actually a pretty nice setup for the ballroom. I really liked it. And then Sajam doing Will It Kill.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And Mordred on the big screen. This was Melty. Yeah, it was Melty. And then Rick when we got into the building. And now I have to get those other pictures loaded in, so give me a minute, because this thing's stupid.
Yeah.
So you talk about whatever you want while I load the... I don't even know how many you sent me, but it was a lot.
Cool. Did you all see that dude passed out on the floor that one night?
Yeah, I'm literally friends with that dude.
Dude,
I was
saw
there
him on
with
the
them.
way.
At like 2 a.m. and I told them like, oh yeah, I'm heading out because for some reason they had to they're doing Japanese karaoke and karaoke in general, and we got a noise complaint. Even though everyone else in the goddamn lobby were being just as loud, if not even more loud. And I said like, okay, I'm gonna head out. I'll catch you later. This was at 2 a.m. by the way. And then 2 hours later, because I checked the Discord timestamp, he was passed out. They were dead.
Yeah, I walked by when I was on my way back to the room that night. I looked down. I'm like, damn, that dude's cooked. And like, no one around him seems to give a fuck.
Mm,
They said they tried to move him, but they
Yeah.
couldn't because they were drunk and he's too heavy.
Here we go.
Uh,
Alright,
I
so
like they at
there's...
least turned his fucking head.
There you go, son. There's
That's
the
fucking-
knee and Chanel one. They're starting to finally pop up.
oh god, it's weirdly
Why is it
squared.
small?
It is.
Hey,
The
that's
photo's
me.
Weird.
That's me. With
Shout out to when we were like, hey, I didn't know Chanel plays KOF, and then we watched him drown in KOF.
to be fair, it was top something, but like, yeah,
It was
Chanel.
close.
I've seen Chanel play KOF before, so I know he does it for funsies. He has to, like, because,
I mean, considering we watched him drown, yeah.
Shit.
yeah, that dude, whoever that he was playing, like, really did like shit out of him. It was fun.
There's the Arslan one.
Yes, there's the chair stealer. Took my foot
I
rest.
took my foot.
I
Um,
took that pick.
Yeah, I like this. The the only one to like actively take off his mask to take the picture, which I didn't really know how to handle, and I responded by taking off my own mask for the picture.
stone him. Stone him. Stone him.
And I mean, the mask came right back on. I just didn't know how to respond to this, so I just like did it too.
Don't know how to recognize.
But yeah, and then what? The other ones are like, is the Harada one after?
No, no.
Makes you feel any better? The dude in
Oh,
the
that's
back
Yolanda.
doesn't have his mask on.
I did not notice that.
That's
me.
No, I don't
Very
think
true.
both of them in the back have their mask on. The one with the
This is-
Pikachu hat and like the other guy.
Yeah, this is me and Grolanda. Cat dads. Let's go, cat dads.
At Nats.
He seemed really fun. I will never get over. Like, the shit was mad funny when Inquisitor Raccoon got fucking rolling RDC'd 2 times in his set. Fucking, he was losing it. He was like running around like a fucking airplane and shit. Like, it was really funny. This was when Spooky was going down the aisles taking pictures, and I could. So I had no idea what the fuck Spooky looked like. So I look up and I see some dude with a camera just like next to me, like, and it didn't look like pointed at me, so I didn't really know what was happening. So I just looked back down at my phone, and Toby here leaned into me and did like a peace sign thing here, and I was like, "What's happening?" He's like, "Oh, Spooky was taking pictures," and I see his badge and it's Spooky, and I was like, well, fuck. So it's just
ready for a photo.
it's just well, the thing is, I looked up at him and then looked back down because I didn't realize like fully what was happening. And I love that these pictures. So there are a few pictures of me that were taken around and stuff. All of them of me, I'm in the fucking NYC Tekken shirt that I wore, and not in the Syracuse jersey. This is the family picture. So for those of you that don't know, Combo Breaker, they do a family picture, they call it, where they get up, do it up on a ladder, and just take a picture of like the whole venue. So like this really does not even. I mean, this picture looks huge, right? But this still like does not really give justice like how many fucking people were there.
Yeah.
I am in the left, next to behind the guy in the blue shirt with his arm up. But yeah, it was really fun. And there's Hell's dead ass center, dead ass center on the ground because he was there after Tekken, so he's like literally right there.
There it
It was cool. There was. Oh, am I about to see something in 2
Oh.
seconds?
Yeah, it's the Harada
There.
picture.
This is me, Helston Harada. So I was like, Hels was like, "Want a picture of Harada?" And I was like, "I would, yes." And Hels was like, I've, as many times as like I've done this, I've never actually asked him for a picture. So Hels also did not have a picture with Harada yet. So yeah, this was us with Harada. Harada, in my opinion, looked incredibly done with everything.
Little small, teeny little leak.
Was this on Sunday?
This was after the event entirely. This was after Shrine.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
was-
so
yeah,
like
I'm
it
sure
was
he
exactly
done.
that's what I'm saying. After the long weekend and like the stuff that happened with the leaks and whatnot, he he was he wasn't rude, but I could tell he was like very much ready to go. So that was really cool.
Understandably, yeah.
Yeah. Where's the build? I know you got one. Listen, there's a reason there's no Iron Basement on Saturn. No, I'm kidding. This was me playing the set with Afro, who's sitting next to me. That's the Philly TO player, and that's like the crowd of people that were behind us. And then you don't see like my corner because it's on to the right slightly. Well, it was a lot of fun. I remember being very stressed by this. I think this is probably my favorite win, just because like after winning my first one, it's like, oh yeah, I won the first one, whatever. Like now I'm going into like a bye. You know what I mean? Like so I didn't expect much out of that person. They're very nice, but I could tell when I saw Anna, I was scared. I was shook. I was like, "Oh fuck me! Are you kidding me?" And then I'm about to get mixed to hell. But it looks like that. He didn't do a lot of like fucked up shit that I was worried about. So I was like, okay, cool. And then just this win had me feel like, oh, okay, I kind of know how to play this game. Yeah. And then there are like some other pictures of like me and him that like one of the photographers took out in the wild, but I don't know if I'm supposed to pay for those, so I'm just leaving those alone.
Fair enough. Got Jack on the arcade cabinet. VSAP.
Oh, is that me playing fucking VSAP? Hell yeah, dude. I was shown for like my now friend Felicity because we literally just met like Sunday and me would begin best friends. So me and them were like shown the entire weekend. And I asked her to get me a quick pick of me playing VSAP because I was fighting against some guy who just randomly joined me. And we did like a first to free. I won the first game with VB and then lost versus his Victor, the mummy dude. And then I went Morgan and like mollywopped him. Like it wasn't close because I just kept camping him out and spamming fireball and mixing him with a Morgan stash.
Cats would be proud.
And he was proud. Caps was proud. I immediately sent him the picture and told him what happened. He was like, good shit. That's my boy.
Nah.
The Victor did not shake my hand or say GG's or anything.
Yeah, one last. I take it this was you sent me this picture. So when did you take this one? It's the Zeta screen.
Oh, that was like after I made out pools for the second time.
So I don't have the
Um,
picture. But there's one
Basically,
picture. Hang on, Jack. We all know that the matchup that happened between Mike Oxlong and Jack Inghoff.
I have that picture.
I do not have that picture, but that was
I
what
have
I
that
thought.
picture.
I thought that bracket picture was that, and I was like, I fucking was so entertained by that shit. So
And
good.
you know,
mm,
Vinny, I think you were there when me and Viking were playing Uni. The dudes on the other side of the table were talking about it, and I was like, huh. Because I guess like behind us, Uni was happening behind us, and that's when they showed the bracket, and that's when it happened. But it didn't occur to me to turn around because it's fucking Jack Ingolf and Mike Oxlong.
It was so funny. So good.
Yeah, apparently Indra was telling me on Dragon Ball they had heard like the first game called being 8 inches and meat. Those were the 2 players. And I'm like,
that's so funny.
yo, that dude's name is just meat. But yeah,
It's so fucking good.
like are DBZ players okay?
But, Jack, you can continue now. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I had to get
No, you're
that in
not.
there. You're right, I'm not, because that was like the funniest fucking thing ever.
So yeah, but I didn't get the chance to talk about bracket path. For Grand Blue, despite like me practicing the most for it, I played like dog shit in my first round one pool, which I'm still kind of shocked I made it out. But it makes me happy that like even at my worst dog shit play, I can still like be pretty fucking good at this game. My first set I fought against a Grand who I actually played versus last year, and they made a comment about it. I told them. Then I fought fuck, who did they play? Didn't really even matter. Not too well. Then I fight Umbi, who was the person I was like most nervous of, because me and her usually always go like back and forth, but like I was not feeling myself, and I kept like dropping combos or mix-ups I usually hit 100%, and I think it was just a mixture of like nerves slash like PS4 delay, because I'm usually almost always practicing on PC. So when I go to like offline PS4 major, I'm like a little fucky wucky, a little rusty, but it happens. I'm at losers now. Then I had to fight a fairy. I destroyed them. Then to fight like another player. And I beat them and I make it out pools and I like breathe a huge sigh of relief. Then I have to wait like a few hours for my round 2 pool. And I'm talking to Prada, who's this really good CAG player, and he's like, you better win, bro. If you beat X player, we finally get to play. And I'm a little excited because Prada, I promised Prada, me and them would like grind out the CAG versus Zeta matchup. And they lost. And I was a little sad about it, but the worst is yet to come because my next opponent is an Evo finalist for Mortal Kombat. I forgot their name. But they're also like still in Mortal Kombat top 8, so I have to wait 30 fucking minutes for this dude to get here. And Tia was about to DQ them because they were holding up bracket, and at the last second they finally arrived. They played Charlotta, which is probably one of my most known matchups, and they took the first game, but then I literally just told myself, like, okay, they're just literally mashing, and when they mash, just spam 2H. And that's how I won.
I thought you were gonna say I lost that one.
And then
They're literally
and then
matching, and I lost.
no, the thing with Charlotte players, like, they all mash. They all mash. Luckily for Zeta, I mash better, and my mashing beats their mashing.
We do some mashing.
I love when my character beats the top tier. I love when my fucking mid tier beats the top tier. Anyways, then I had to fight against Beelzebub, which is apparently one of Zeta's worst matchups. I'm gonna be real, I don't know how I won that. I just think I played better than my opponent. I think that's what it came down to.
Imagine. Imagine just be. Did we have this conversation?
Yeah,
when
like,
we were there.
most of
Like,
my
imagine just being better.
most of my counterplay is like when I'm losing against someone who like I know I can beat, I literally just tell myself I shouldn't be losing versus this person. So I should just play better than them.
I'm just
That's
not
literally
going to.
99% of my counterplay.
So
just
just
play
not
better than
going-
them. That's not even me having the ego. That's just me literally telling myself to just play better than them. And it fucking works. And then I make it out pools again. Then again, they're a Chipotle card, which kind of sucks, but
What
It is what
you
it
think you were
is.
getting to? You don't make it out of pools again. That's not how that works.
I know, but like, man. Then I had to fight against a Seth who usually plays a diva, but this time they played Seahawks. I took the first game, then they kind of swiped me because
It's a dude with the claws, right?
yeah, fuck that character, brain dead ass character. I talked to Umbi about what I should do versus Seth, and she told me like, you gotta like mash versus them because once you what's the word?
Why is the answer for Grand Blue matchups just mash?
It depends on the matchup and player. Like for example, versus Charlotta, most characters usually just have to hold her pressure, but since Zeta's 2M and 2H are super fucking good. 2M negates her ball, which is usually safe on most characters. Where if she uses light ball, I'm plus, and if she uses M ball, then like I literally hit her. And if she uses H ball, then it's like I think even-ish unless she DPs. And if she does her demon flip, then my 2H covers every option she does.
Forgot a
I'm
picture.
not listening.
So I can literally just
Yo,
hold block.
Fuck
does
Malort,
this.
bro. Did anyone else try Malort?
No.
So
Yes.
this is Tugboat. I believe he's a TO of I think like around Chicago. House, if he's still in there, will have to help me for sure. I stepped into Hell's room for a little bit, and Tugboat's like, "Hey, so like, oh, this is your first major?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my first major. Pretty cool." He's like, "So are you from around here?" And I
Oh
was like,
no.
and
I
I was
know where
like,
this is going.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, no. And he reaches into his bag. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I out loud was like, oh, no. Because I knew exactly what was fucking coming. This shit is nasty, bro.
No, the thing with Valor is like, it starts off like, oh, this is pretty good, and then like immediately after, it's like,
Immediately, yeah. Like, I don't
is
do,
it?
like,
Hot dog?
so, no, it's a
no,
liquor.
it's alcohol.
Or liqueur. I don't know.
do not think it was that bad.
Well, because
It was like-
here's the thing.
Yeah.
When I first did this, I was already worried because I don't do shots like straight shots very well, and so when I first took it, I was like, okay, well that actually wasn't too bad. And then like shortly after, it's like incredibly medicinal tasting. It made me think of like the medicine I had to take when I had to have my tonsils removed back in middle school. It like tasted just like that, I swear. And then it lasted for a long time. that was really the problem of it more than anything is how long like
yeah, it
the
lasts a
gross
while,
taste
bro.
lasts. And I was like, oh my god, y'all just like drink this. I saw a tugboat try to sneak this into the venue. And the bad guy pulls it out and just looks at him and is like, no. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do you? And you know they know it's not good. That's why they make everyone try it because it's
like-
they want to they like pretend that it could potentially be good for some people, but I'm convinced nobody likes it and they just really like to watch people suffer.
Yeah, I like how they're like, oh, you're not from around here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, step on over here.
Do I have a thing to make you regret being here?
Oh, you thought you were gonna have a good time. You were wrong.
Not in
rookie
Chicago,
mistake.
baby.
Rookie
Chi-town?
mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was so many fucking like, I have like so many like party stories basically. There was fucking because all I did so Combo Breaker 24-hour venue. I guess it's known for like going like pretty hard the whole time. I remember one of the nights, someone dropped like a whole ass bottle of Svedka on the floor and it just
Oh,
shattered.
that's the same dude.
No, this was a different person.
Oh, really?
Or were there two Svedka shatters?
I
Because
think there was, yeah.
Because this was a different person, and she dropped it and she kind of like looked around back and forth, like kind of like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And like she like lifted her hand up to be like, oh, I know, and she like walked off, and then she never came back. and her friends are around like trying to like kick the glass pieces into like a pile, and then they're sitting there like because drunk dudes are trying to like walk through it, right? and and so they put like a chair like next to it, and they're like, oh, it's not enough, so they put like a chair on like the other side of it, and then someone over there had the brilliant decision to put a chair over the bottle,
Wow.
and me and the some of the NYC boys were watching, and we're just fucking dying because dudes like it took them this long just to like put a chair over it. Like, why did it take them so long to do that? Like that the vodka's evaporated by now. Like that shit dry as fuck over there. And eventually someone came by to clean it up, and that person never came back. I never saw them again. That was fucking. That was funny. That fucking I met. Who was it that? I think it was maybe Chris D, the one who like shared like the fucking Twitter post of the dude who played Super Turbo, who had made people sign waivers, basically that not to be fucking bitches about it. Did y'all see that?
That's awesome.
No.
I did see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait, he
he
made
did-
people sign waivers that like, hey, listen, if I beat you, don't be a bitch, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. So this dude's from Japan. And he's like learning
fucking
English,
badass.
but he doesn't really know English. He brought a belt with him, like a Super Turbo like championship belt from Japan, and he made people sign a waiver to like basically be like, "I'm going to win. You're not going to be a bitch about it, okay?" and it had like this like hashtag ban Mao on it, and I know all this because I met him. I go to step outside to bum a cigarette off some dudes, and the guy's like, "Oh, I don't have any cigarettes," but he has cigarettes, and he's like, "Oh, they're Japanese cigarettes, though, so that they're gonna be like a little like like lighter." And yeah, he doesn't like speak English, and I was like, "Oh, well, what's his name? Like what's your name? What are you doing here?" Sort of thing. He's like, "That's Mal. He plays Super Turbo," and I was like, wait a minute. That band Mal guy? He's like, yes. I was like, that's fucking amazing. That shit is so funny. So I bummed a cigarette. Vicious bummed a cigarette off of me.
Yeah, I heard
Which-
this story.
Yeah, it was mad funny. Fucking, they found out day one I had the Newports. I'm hanging out with Hells and shit, and so they're like, oh yeah, he's got the Newports, and I was like, yeah, I mean, everyone's like welcome to fucking take these. They're not mine. I didn't pay for them. I don't really want them, but because I fucking hate Newports. And dude comes over and he's like, is it okay that I take these? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, dude, doesn't matter. You're like, yeah, go ahead, it's fine. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm Jeremy. I commentate Street Fighter, and then like the dial-up modem starts up.
You commentate Street Fighter, huh?
Yeah, then the dial-up modem starts kicking in, and I'm like, oh, you do, because I realize it's fucking Vicious. And that shit was like too fucking funny. Like he introduces to me, he's like, "Hi, I'm Jeremy. I commentate Street Fighter," and I was like, "Dude, you're fucking Vicious." What the fuck?
Dude, when we were at the hotel bar and we were waiting for a drink, and like Idom was just like right next to us. I turn around, Vicious is right behind us. Like Brian F is like walking around. I'm like, all right, he's doing
Brian-
party. All right,
Brian F. Claw did the claw handshake. Because like
claw handshake.
I forgot to like mention to a couple people I really wanted to mention that like I know Layden and like I'm his TO, and Brian F was one of them.
Layden? Who is Layden?
Who is
Yeah,
he?
who's Layden?
And
Who is Ladon?
Who is Ladon?
and
I'll
Brian
be my
F was one of
mentor
those.
from Manon.
Yeah, but Brian F definitely gave me like the soft handshake. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
And
Really?
I go and shit. Yeah. Then I was like, oh, Idom a little bit too, but like I think Idom was also.
too.
I think Idom was also a little drunk when I ran into him. So, but his was stronger than Brian F's. Brian F's was like a raw like oh like you know what I mean?
Man, limp noodle. Oh,
Also,
man.
Khan,
Yeah.
not to interrupt, but can you like check DMs when you get the chance?
I will. I saw them, and I'm not doing that right this second. I remember because I was talking to Jack, and I like mid talking with him, I was like, "All right, I'm walking away to go talk to IDOM now," and just like left Jack alone at the table.
Wow, I was drunk, by the way.
I mean, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but that's you.
Damn, Jack, you got
uh,
after it this weekend. You did the weed, and you got drunk.
I party hard, bro. What
You're
guys
a
say?
fucking wild boy, dude. I don't know if I can keep up with you. You're
Partying
Yeah.
so
Dude,
hard.
I don't think it.
Dude, he
I fight so
parties
hard.
so hard, he puts the key card upside down in the door and can't open it.
No.
Then he had to call Vinny. Then he had to call
No. My
Vinny.
issue. No, I forgot the issue. Is like, I thought you were supposed to leave it in the door.
I don't buy
I didn't know
it.
you were supposed. No. I didn't know you were supposed to like immediately take it out. I thought you were
guys,
supposed to leave it in the door.
Mac just
That's my
parties that
view.
hard that he don't know how to use a key card. He just party that hard.
I'm used to like being scanned.
Phone
Listen,
goes
all right.
off.
Here's
I'm
what
like,
I've learned
what
about
the-
Jack this weekend. All right, he parties hard. All right, he
I
gets
do
all the
party hard.
girlies, the
I
anime
do got the
girlies.
girls. Hell yeah. Have you seen the pictures I
And,
sent Vinny? Vinny, show the pictures.
I have to find it. Not finding no more pictures.
You
I found
fucking
no
makes-
pictures.
He makes it out of pools. Listen, you want to go to a major? You take Jack with you. All right.
With you.
Yeah,
I know
and
all
a-
the sites.
and a room with
Listen,
him.
and he fucking makes you carry his luggage for him. All right, 12
Did he
hours.
really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
What?
You made us carry your luggage for 12 hours.
Oh yeah,
the
for
car.
the car ride, yeah.
Oh my
It wasn't that heavy.
And it was the
wasn't that
biggest
heavy.
piece of luggage that we had. That was the
I-
biggest piece.
In my defense, I asked Vinny before bringing it over, hey, is this too fucking big? I guess he forgot to ask you guys if it was too big.
I asked Ryan what he drove and he
Blame
said a
Vinny!
Jeep.
Blame Vinny!
He
Not
said a
me!
Jeep, and I'm
Blame
like, yeah,
Vinny,
his
not
trunk-
me!
I'm like, yeah, his trunk will be big enough. He pulls up. I'm like, he's got the smallest trunk in the Jeep I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Blame
when we
Vinny,
were trying
not
to load
me!
up, when we were trying to load up in my house, I was like, oh boy. I go, this is like fucking Tetris here, all right? We're gonna, because I had my whole setup. I had my monitor and everything like that. I'm like, all right.
How are you bring a whole
We ended
stuff
up-
and mother? Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
We're playing KI.
I thought you meant like a
Major,
stream
I'm playing
setup.
KI.
I thought you meant like a
Oh.
stream setup.
Listen, Hanan and I,
Extreme
we
setup.
put in work. We put in work this weekend. All right. We went and got beer at
You'd be
what was
so
it?
mean right now.
Jewel Osco or something like that. Was it Jewel
was
Osco?
Jewel
Wherever we
Osco.
got beer,
I think so.
they were
yeah.
we walked into this place and they were selling beer and all that good stuff and everything. It looked like a normal grocery store. And as we're walking by, they were like, "Would you like a sample of tequila?" And we're like, "No, I'm good on that. What kind of?" We're just trying to get beer. So we got beer, and then we're sitting there looking at it, and Hanan's like, "Whoa, you should just get a 30 rack." I'm like, "Hanan, what are you trying to do this weekend, man? You trying to get activated?" We're like, "What, 30 rack?"
Yeah.
And then we ended up having to get more
Yes.
beer.
Yes, I
I
was.
was.
And then we ended up having to get more beer because I think the first night both of us drank like, I don't know, 10, 12 beers or something like that. We're like, all right, we put a pretty good dent in this 30 rack here this first night. So yeah, just playing KI. And then did we end up playing Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, that
Was
was the
that-
next night. Yeah, that was the next night we played Street Fighter 4.
Super Street Fighter 4.
We
Listen.
need that announcer back. I'm just saying.
He was hype,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. He was.
I remember
Just saying,
listening to that motherfucker
was-
on the 3DS.
Was a great weekend. a lot of great memories were made. A lot of beers were consumed.
A lot of great memories
Uh,
were lost.
It was really that whatever that restaurant was that we went to, was pretty
Pretty
good.
good, yeah.
Pretty
Uh,
tasty
the-
restaurant.
I to this day still think about that sushi.
Why is it bad or good?
Was it
was
like
good.
how was
I
it?
want it again. I really liked it.
Wow, you are a brave man there.
Yeah, like,
because
I
we
wanted
were all
sushi,
looking at
but
sushi
I
and we're
wasn't
like,
getting it
huh?
there.
How about that?
I thought it was weird that they had sushi too, but it was
Someone back there knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
it's really random. Like why the fuck did that restaurant have?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we ate some pretty good food this weekend. Did you guys have breakfast at your hotel? Because you guys were staying at the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a buffet and like you could order breakfast. I ate breakfast there once, I think.
I didn't at
Oh
all.
man. Every morning I was down there getting a waffle, making a waffle, eating.
I didn't have
eating some
waffles.
breakfast. Yeah, dude.
And a lot of sausage though, which I ended up throwing up.
Hey.
Bro, what?
All right.
Yeah, after I had the buffet, I went upstairs and then threw up.
Oh, you fucking uked?
Yeah,
No.
this was
That
I
wall
think.
was knocked out.
Why? Just because you were drunk the night before, and then you're like a
Yeah,
little hungover?
yeah,
or?
yeah.
Okay,
I was-
okay.
I was-
Not because like the food
I
was
was
bad.
in a constant. Because I didn't like hork. You know what I mean? Like it was a little bit. It was a little contained. but
Just went,
well, it
It was
was,
a little
it was
like,
lasted a lot longer. Than that. But yeah, no, that whole weekend I was in a constant state of hungover and tired.
Really?
like,
really
oh, yeah.
tired, too.
I feel
Well,
like
I
I
was
wasn't
tired.
like hungover at all. Like especially after like those hard nights of drinking, I wasn't really. I mean, then again, I wasn't really drinking liquor, so there's that.
Listen,
I definitely
Hell's
wish
kept
I-
got
handing me
after it.
things. I had
Got after
the what was the
Con, he's a
Connecticut,
man,
the
party
Connecticut,
boy.
the Connecticut special. What the fuck is it called? I forget what he called it. The Connecticut something. It's just a can of White Claw with a double shot of bourbon.
That sounds OD. I
Wow.
wish I had that.
That sounds insane.
So yeah,
That
we were
sounds
we were
OD.
drinking those that night, and that's why I had breakfast and threw up.
I wish I had that. I think I just
threw
went
up.
to the room and slept.
Wow. Yeah.
And it was funny. He was
Yeah.
telling me the story like the last night, Sunday. Like he was telling me that how like, he was drinking it as like partially a joke. Like he was drinking it not because it was like good, but because it got you really drunk and it wasn't like the worst thing, and also as a joke. And then like he was like. He asked like, which one of y'all like let this out? Because like I saw people, just random people ordering those, and throughout the weekend I watched them get darker and darker. like the dude just like was not happy with it, just kept like really loading it up with bourbon.
Man. Yeah, I will say I wasn't hungover really at all that weekend, which I was surprised about. But I will say the drinks at the venue, the mixed drinks, were pretty tasty. They had one that was like a tequila one, and I think it was like
All
I don't
the
remember.
vodka
The Red Bulls,
situations.
yeah, there
Yeah.
was like a
Those are
vodka
pretty good.
one, a tequila one, and a was it a rum
rum.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
only
they
had
were
the
named
vodka
after
one.
like fighting game like terms. There was like First Strike, there was like Sonic Boom, and then
I don't know. I wasn't excited about paying $11 for a single
fuck no.
of vodka Red Bull, which I did once. But I guess they gave you the whole can of Red Bull, which was kind of nice.
yeah. So technically, you're getting a Red Bull and a shot. So there's that.
I would have preferred Red Bull in 2 shots, so for $11. But
Well,
yeah,
you know, you could
the
get a whole
bar, the bar that was there
15
was
pack
like
for
fucking-
$8.50 of Keystone.
You're right.
that
I,
price.
I should have done that. Well, because like the thing was is like I kept like thinking about going to the like somewhere to go get beer, and then like beer would just show up wherever I was, I was like, all right, neat. Don't have to do that.
How you got there?
Yeah. No, hanging out with those guys was super fun, and everything was sick. So cool seeing like so many dudes that I've only seen like on streams and in pictures, and fucking being shoulder to shoulder with them, and fucking it was just a really cool experience. Fucking, I got bullied into going to ECT. Dude told me, House goes over to him, he's like, hey, tell him that, like, if he doesn't go work ECT, he can't work Evo. Dude looks me dead in the eyes, is like, if you don't work ECT, you can't work Evo. I was like, fuck.
Alright. Sorry, I am tired. I shouldn't have stayed up all night last night.
Why'd you stay up all night?
I wonder why. I think everybody knows why.
Yeah, I think we all
You
know.
know,
I think we're all gonna find
Listen.
out in an hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not showing up tomorrow without, like, nothing. I've been fucking sitting here trying to memorize fucking combos this whole time.
So,
Who you playing? You playing Cammy?
Don't worry about who I'm playing.
speaking of tomorrow, so the schedule of events for at
I
least
don't
this
like that.
weekend.
I don't like when he says that.
Just
Don't worry
know
about
that
what I'm
just
playing.
know that you're gonna take like 60% of your health
I
for
mean-
no fucking reason.
Y'all know who I'm playing, but Rick saw
Ah.
how much damage that character causes.
Your character's actually probably not a war crime, but
That's up there. Rick's playing the fucking
I-
war crime.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I'm going
She's
blind.
Fucking fancy.
Fucking
She's fancy. All
war
right.
criminal over here. Fucking alright. So schedule events for the weekend. We have the Syracuse Sucker Punch hosting release date for Street Fighter 6 tomorrow at the shop. I believe it's 5 to 8. Obviously, we'll be there past 8 probably because it's
Money match has
it's-
got to happen.
Something's got to happen. I have hot sauce, so first to one hot sets.
We might stop in for a little bit.
First
either
to one,
before
day
or
one,
after.
Street Fighter 6 hot sets.
I want any part of those hot sauces. Not the ones I tasted today.
Shout outs to
Pardon?
Rick and Jay for suffering like I had to.
Fuck, dude.
That sauce will be used with caution.
As they should be. Those are fucked.
Thank you everybody that donated them. Fucking assholes. And then I don't know, something about you guys doing some online stuff Saturday, son.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out online on Saturday, probably like I don't know, like all day.
And
Hanging out online. We're claiming our lobby, lobby 315, if we're like allowed into it, basically. And because I would like for us to sort of, if we're in lobbies, I would like us to be in there just to like have everyone together. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
oh fuck, I gotta remember. I gotta remember to check to fucking make a fucking club. And yeah, so we'll just be hanging out, playing the game, fucking goofing around in the lobby and shit.
committing war crimes.
Committing war crimes, doing
It'd be
fucking.
great if we all wore the same thing. How cool would that be?
That's what I'm saying. I'm working on it. Well, I will be working on it when I can.
Find some sort of orange shirt or tank top would be cool.
Literally doing that.
Oh, you're the man. This,
I know.
this is why you run things, all right? You're the man.
That's why I'm in charge.
And then
Forward
Sunday,
thinking.
Sunday
charge.
we'll be downtown
Hey,
at Three Lives for our first Street Fighter 6 tournament. Hosted by Attack from All Sides.
Yep. It's also like a bar event too, so we get like more room than we normally do there. Because they also wanted to celebrate the release of Street Fighter with a release tournament. So it's gonna be cool. They're gonna have like a couple like theme drinks. I think like one's like for Ryu and one's for like Akuma or something. I don't
That's
know.
cool.
They sounded good. The Ryu sounded good to me at least. And yeah, sign up. Start.gg/AFAS. We'll probably be starting like a little earlier than normal. So like normally I say yeah, doors open at 5. We're probably gonna do doors at 4. When they actually just open up the place. So And if not, at the very least, just like, we just get more setups in, more time to be playing, more time to commit war crimes.
It'll be
It should be a lot of fun. And then I guess so. Three Lives also does like quote unquote like one of like their tournaments that I just end up running at the end of the month, the last Sunday. So this month is also Street Fighter. So every Sunday in Three Lives except the day after King of Upstate will be Street Fighter. So
And I know I don't have the picture, but I know Fighters Appreciation Month is this month coming up in June. I don't know what's going on Monday, but I know Tuesday we're back with some online brackets. The Zangief only single elimination chamber. I hope you're all ready. That'll be Tuesday.
Beef. What's it called?
Chief of the Geefs. Who's gonna be Chief Geef? I have a plaque made. I will print that shit. I'll ship it to you if you're in the area. I will hand it to you personally, and we'll take a picture.
I will ship it to you, Damas.
I will ship it to you, Damas or Joey Wolf, because it's just how it is. I worked hard on it.
When the picture is taken, can we like remake the picture of the office one? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So that's Tuesday, and there's plenty of stuff coming up. The calendar will be posted in a few places for everyone to see. So yeah, but this weekend is pretty jam-packed. It's gonna be fun. I hope to see a lot of you guys Friday or tomorrow or Sunday. So Saturday online.
Also, Yo meme. King of Upstate, June 17th. Go pre-register. Start.gg/KOU23.
Now you see,
We got
when
we
I
got
don't.
Street Fighter, we got Tekken, we got Strive, we got KI, we got what's the other one? Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be fun, lots of fun. $500 in prop bonuses. I saw that Joey Fury registered.
I see. When I don't talk about it, it gets him to yell about it. So go pre-register so this man can stop yelling at me.
It's a TWT event. It's a dojo event.
Sorry.
It's a TWD dojo event. Come get your TWD points. If we get like 8
Those
more
are
people,
words.
it qualifies for a 32 plus dojo event. Means you get more points.
Listen, and for the folks that haven't been to this esports arena, it is fucking dope. All right, Kyle put a lot of work in trying to get this place. Gonna be awesome. Get there, pre-register. You're gonna have a good time. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be games. It
Gonna
is
be
fucking
drinks.
sweet.
There's gonna be
drinks
artists. There's gonna be drinks.
and artists.
And artists.
What are you guys doing? Just fucking sign up and come out and have a good time. It's gonna be great.
I
Fucking
took
make me
work off,
sweat.
so I should be going.
You fucking better be going.
Looking forward to it.
Would make me better. You know what, Con? Just because that statement, I'm gonna work instead. Sorry.
What an asshole.
Change my mind.
You do
Change my
that.
mind.
Goddamn Smash
That's
players.
Jack, man.
Fucking greedy ass TOs taking our money.
I am not making.
Where do you think
Yeah,
all the money
I was
goes?
gonna say, dude, I don't make much either.
You bought it. I'm not trying to hear it.
Where do you think all the money goes with the TOs? Take our money, huh? For the venue? Definitely not the venue.
It is going to the venue.
I'm gonna expose you.
Expose me. To expose.
One final thing for me, I gotta shout out Viking. Viking
Ooh.
got us to and from Combo Breaker all on his own, 12 hours worth of driving both ways, safely, and with very few breaks there. So shout outs to Viking, man. That dude was a trooper. That last hour and some change while we were getting into like the Chicago area, that dude was white knuckling. Because of the construction and the traffic, and I'm like there just like as his moral support in the front seat, but man, he handled it like a champ and didn't even complain about it, man. So shout outs to Viking for getting us to and from safely to Combo Breaker. Awesome job.
For not hitting that Tesla that cut him off 5 times.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Some
should
people
have.
don't know how to fucking drive. It's crazy. I'm flying next year, by the way. BT does. I'm
I
flying
will
next year.
pay you to hit it next time.
It was flying was amazing. The
same.
best fucking thing.
Yeah.
Alright, get us out of here. I'm trying to fucking grind these MRSA combos. I mean, what?
What?
You didn't hear anything.
What? What?
Who?
Who?
That's
Huh?
not Cammy.
What?
You mean Luke?
What?
Luke in the
God.
Luke in the
Take it
demo?
home.
You're playing Luke in the demo. That's what you just said, right?
No, it's not.
Motherfucker.
no,
cheaters.
it's not.
Getting those early Amazon package deliveries. God damn it.
I
Brad,
You
know.
guys
just
go
saying, I've
0-2
been
at the
watching a
first
little bit of
tournament.
Blanc Attack.
Real,
It's
real,
kind of
real
wild
lucky.
there.
Real lucky of me to get that early Amazon package
Yeah,
delivery.
fucking Amazon.
What- What
We
was
guys
that?
go 0-2 at the first tournament.
Fuck you.
Brett, I was
I'm
saying I've
literally
been
not
watching a
going
little
to.
bit of Blanc Attack, and Blanca is looking kind of wild. So excited to see what you can come up with.
We'll see. Decided to kind of test the dolls and everything. I still have not seen a lot of that. So
Maybe
Gonna
you'll
be
be
a
the
great
I'm
time.
first.
excited.
It's your time to shine,
I'm
friend.
Yeah, I guess so.
But alrighty. Thank you for coming on, guys. The tournament was mad fun. It was fun to go with everyone, especially seeing everybody at their first major. It was quite entertaining. And I can't wait to go to the next one, which I won't be able to go to ECT, so I can't go with you on that one.
I'm not going to ECT.
I'm
No
going to
Grand
Evo.
Blue, no buy. That's how I ride. I am thinking about going to CEO though. I actually just got on my flight and registered, which registration ends the 9th, so I got to do that soon.
Yeah.
And take the work days off.
So, but on that note, I'll see some of you tomorrow and some of you on Sunday. So have a good night and
Oh,
good
no.
luck.
Everybody, have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Night.
I'll cry myself to sleep.